I'm Kelsey Kraft.
And I'm Noah Humphrey.
We're out today in Flagstaff's beautiful Ponderosa Pine Forest to tell you about the effects of climate change on the forest. We're also going to tell you how we can take steps to adapt to this changing climate to protect our community and our forests. Increasing temperature and drought will make forest ecosystems more susceptible to insect and disease outbreaks. The ponderosa and limber pine forests are particularly susceptible to dwarf mistletoe, western pine beetle, and mountain pine beetle. Dwarf mistletoe is the most common pathogen across the southwest region. You can see it here. It affects 1/3 of the ponderosa pine forests in the area. Dwarf mistletoe reduces growth, wood quality, and seed production ability, and decreases the lifespan of the host trees. The best way to control dwarf mistletoe is by removing infested stands and replacing with mistletoe-free regeneration. Bark beetle infestations are also likely to increase in a warming climate. Forest ecosystems rely on intense winters to cause heavy mortality in overwintering broods. Climate change will likely result in decreased extreme cold and strengthening of beetle populations. Pest management via stand manipulation and tree thinning is a recommended strategy to reduce bark beetle populations. Where high-risk tree removal has occurred, bark beetle mortality of trees has decreased by over 70%. Finally, the U.S. Forest Service recommends pheromone treatments and spray strategies to reduce bark beetle populations.
Flagstaff's forests and natural ecosystems rely on low severity wildfire and good forest management in order to have healthy forests. With more homes and property being built into these natural spaces, we're going to see an increase in possible damage to home and property when wildfires do occur. In a study by the USDA, Flagstaff was ranked with a greater risk to wildfire than 90% of the rest of the United States. So knowing these risks do exist, we can take proper measures to be ready if disaster does strike. Wildfires also increase the chance for flooding. This is because when wildfires occur, they damage the root systems and vegetation and leave all the topsoil ready to be washed away in a rain event. It's important to note that it's homes on the edge of the forest and located near recent burn scars that are going to be most impacted by the flooding. Climate change will impact many local plants and animals. This is mostly due to rising temperatures, droughts, and wildfires. Globally, many species have been migrating to move to more ideal climates. For example, here, our ponderosa pine forests may shift eastward to more favorable conditions, being replaced with grass and shrublands, and it's unclear how many other species will be impacted.
Here's a few steps that you or your neighborhood can take to help make Flagstaff, the community, and its forest more resilient to climate change. Organize a community campaign to make your neighborhood more resilient to wildfire. This includes completing a self-assessment tool for your neighborhood, as well as a wildfire checklist for each home and building in your neighborhood. Finally, you can plant hardwood trees in place of more flammable pine species in order to increase tree coverage in your neighborhood but decrease fire risk. You can help to minimize the risk of flash flooding in your neighborhood by creating rain gardens, installing rain barrels, and minimizing impervious surface on your property and within your neighborhood. Another activity that you can do to improve resilience and forest health is organize a neighborhood volunteer day. Your neighborhood can go out and help with tree thinning and dead wood removal, like this pile here. You can also engage in invasive species removal, help to replant burn scars, or help with pest management.
Stay tuned for the next video in our series.